Brexit trade talks with the EU will resume in Brussels this evening as the two sides attempt to thrash out a deal before the October deadline. But as the seventh round begins, do you think the UK should withdraw from the talks and prepare for a no-deal exit? David Frost, the UK's chief Brexit negotiator, will head to Brussels today alongside 50 civil servants for the seventh round of trade talks with the EU. Mr. Frost will meet Michel Barnier, his EU counterpart, for dinner this evening before negotiations kick off tomorrow. The seventh round of talks will take place from Wednesday through till Thursday, with a breakfast round-up session scheduled for Friday morning. Neither side is confident a breakthrough will take place, as they remain deadlocked on a number of key areas. These include fishing rights, the EU's level playing field demand and the European Court of Justice, ECJ. As a result, Express is asking its readers whether you think the UK should withdraw from the trade talks with the bloc and prepare for a no-deal instead. Brussels are quietly confident the UK will begin to soften on their red lines, after trade talks with the US, Japan and New Zealand deteriorated in recent weeks. One EU official, who is closely involved in the post-Brexit trade talks, told Politico, the UK desperately needs this deal. If the clock is ticking, reality will start to sink in London. The UK might not always have behaved rationally in its negotiations with Brussels, but surely the pandemic and the lack of trade alternatives must lead to some reason in London. But a UK official scoffed at such a statement, and said it's a bit of a stretch to claim Britain will rush to do a deal with the bloc because its other trade negotiations have stalled. A leading expert has called on Britain to stand firm and not cave to the EU's demands. David Hennig, the UK director of the European Centre for International Political Economy said, "The UK government's ambitions for new trade agreements this year always looked unachievable, but this doesn't mean they will change their approach to EU talks and prioritise a deal. The EU doesn't have a great record in understanding motivations in London. The politics of Brexit having always been more important than the economics.